Ladies and gentlemen, there is a transgender, cult-leading vegan who has now been linked to 6 unalivings, to use a term that YouTube will allow me to use at this point in the video. This story has everything, so put down your broccoli, put down your pronouns for a second, and join me on a journey that you will absolutely love. Honestly, it gets weirder the deeper we go. How's this headline from the Times? How a vegan cult left a trail of death across America. This is my type of story. Okay, let's find out what it's all about. A transgender, quote, vegan cult leader has been arrested. Jack LaSota, 34, was arrested on Sunday alongside another member of the group, Michelle Zajoko, 33. Okay, let's have a look at the alleged cult leader, Jack, who was born male, Jack LaSota. Okay, he looks absolutely terrifying. And on top of all of that, Jack doesn't just look insane, she is. Okay? This comes from this massively long blog that I found from Jack LaSota, who is considering this hypothesis that each hemisphere of the brain is a different gender and it's trying to kill the other one. Yes, that's what this cult leader was telling the world, and it didn't ring any alarm bells for anybody. What the fuck? But before I go any further, ladies and gentlemen, let me interrupt this video with an important message. Fuck Vegans Jerky is back. That's right, ladies and gentlemen, the best beef jerky known to man. You want to tell vegans fuck you, then grab these with your man hands.
She had man hands.
Ladies and gentlemen, there's 3 amazing flavors, including barbecue, smoky chili, and carnival. Now, ladies and gentlemen, I love this jerky because it is extremely friendly to particular diets as well. If you're on a carnivore or a keto diet, extremely friendly, fantastic. Fuck Vegans turns grass-fed Aussie beef into premium Aussie jerky. It's not that cheap, shitty fucking gas station jerky, all right? It's the good stuff, the one you've actually got to chew. Fuck Vegans Jerky is also giving away 100 packets of jerky to 2 lucky winners. Order any Fuck Vegans products to be in the draw. Jerky stubby holders and Fuck Vegan stickers. These look great on a toolbox or the back of the ute. You can even slap one right on a vegan's forehead, but that is not me saying that. You should never touch the vegan. Ever. $1 spent equals 1 point in the draw. Stickers are worth 2 points. Use the code FUCKVEGANS10 right there. FUCKVEGANS10 to save 10%. That's right. Go to fuckvegans.com right now. Use that code and save 10%. And the winner will be chosen live on the 31st of March. Ladies and gentlemen, go and grab it all right now. It's fantastic. It's delicious. It's the best. It's the bee's knees. And now, back to the video. So, Jack LaSota is a part of a group called the Zizians. These creeps. Possibly the strangest cult of this century at the very least. Now, they're described by the Wall Street Journal as the Zizians are known for militant veganism and now a nationwide rampage. The group known as the Zizians have been linked to the murder of a US Border Patrol agent, David Marlin. Now, this was after a shootout between 2 members, which I think one of the members was killed, and as was the Border Patrol agent. Very sad. Alongside 5 other deaths in California, Pennsylvania, and Vermont. I always knew that the vegan people would turn against us regular folk. Now, I've known this for a long time, and this is why I created this war with vegans a long time ago. If you're new to this channel, you may not know about it, but I've created literally hundreds of thousands of videos just talking mad shit about vegan people. I was, for a very long time, and maybe I still am, public vegan enemy number 1. So I just wanted to give a shout out to the vegans watching this. I'm still here, I still think about you, and I still don't like you. But no wonder The vegans don't like us regular folk and they're looking to take us out. Look how happy we are, enjoying our lives, eating delicious, nutritious steaks. Like, I'd be upset too if I was just sitting there eating a bit of broccoli and you saw everyone walking down the street smiling. What a terrible existence it must be. But I understand why these vegan people hate us regular folk. Imagine being them, living every day just deprived of nutrition, deprived of delicious food, eating broccoli, watching everybody just enjoy their existence, and then they go home and cry themselves to sleep after starving their vegan dog every day. Fuck that shit. It would be a very, very tough life. Now, prosecutors say Lesotho appears to be the leader of an extremist group known as the Zizians that have been linked to these killings. It's just, I'm so here for this extremist veganism. It's fantastic. The Zizians have been tied to the death of a woman during an attack on a Californian landlord in November 2022, and the landlord's subsequent slaying in January. The December 2022 deaths of Zajoko's parents in Pennsylvania and a highway patrol shootout in January in Vermont. The landlord's death is actually quite confronting. You see, this man was basically, he gave them, and this is the most outrageous part of the story, they were living on a ship, right? They're living on an old Navy, rusted out shit ship. And they wanted to live on that because they wanted to push their extremist, radical vegan views. That's a quote from them, not me. On their community. They lived off the coast of America, and they ran by their own rules. Now, everyone in that community used to look at these people and said they were gross and disgusting. And anyway, their ship starts to sink because it's a fucking rust bucket. Then they move to California and some nice dude gives them a place to live. I think they're paying like $2,000 a month for about 8 or 9 or 10 different people. Eventually they say, nah, we're not paying anymore. And he goes and confronts them. Someone pulls a sword on him and tries to kill him by stabbing him 50 times. One of those stabs ended up in his chest, another through his left eye. He ends up living, and Lesotho apparently was there that night, and now everyone goes to court after this. Some of these people get charged with this heinous attack, attempted murder it must be. And anyway, well, just before they end up turning up at court, a person called Maximilian Snyder, who looks like this, the fuck, kills the dude allegedly a couple of days before he's due to testify. These guys are fucking gangsters, these they-thems. They are fucking just pale, skinny, malnourished gangsters. They're low-T versions of the Sopranos. That's what they are. I've got some shows coming up, ladies and gentlemen, throughout regional Victoria, here, and I'm also in Melbourne around the time of the Comedy Festival, the 26th to the 29th of March. So grab your tickets right now. They're available at isaacbutterfield.com, and also right there, that's where you'll find a link to my audiobook. It is available on Audible and Spotify. Now, back to the video. And as for the highway shootout, as I said, the officer was killed and so was one of the Zizians. But they were found with an arsenal of weapons in the car, like ammunition strapped to them. What the fuck are these people doing? More on the Zizians. Their goals are not clear, but online writings included topics such as radical veganism, gender identity, and artificial intelligence. Sounds like they have a lot of issues going on. Lesotho published a dark and sometimes violent blog under the name Ziz. Now, that's a famous Australian bodybuilder. How dare you steal that fucking great name? In one section, described her theory that the two hemispheres of the brain could hold separate values and genders and often desire to kill each other. I'm going to react to that by saying a word that I can't say on YouTube, but I'll say it on Rumble. You can actually catch me on Rumble every single weekend. I'll do a live show. That's fully fucking mate. So, Lesotho has been arrested alongside the rest of her group. The judge in the case ordered Lesotho to be held without bail, citing concerns after being a flight risk and a danger to public safety. Prosecutors said Lesotho appears to be the leader of a violent group known as the Zizians. So, what does this all mean? It seems like Jack, in some way, possibly, and this is what I'm learning from these writings, is somehow connected to each one of these crimes. In what way, I don't quite know. And it's all alleged, of course. I'm sure that Jack's completely innocent. Now, seems to be there like nearby or around or there when all of these things have happened. It just seems so strange. It reminds me of sort of like the Manson sort of situation where all of these people just look up to this person as a godlike figure and will do anything that they tell them. And maybe that's what happened on that rusty old boat, like Captain Jack Sparrow, but Captain Jack Lesota. And instead of being drunk on rum, she was drunk on fucking estrogen or something. And she's ordering all these people to do these things. Maybe that is the case. Who knows? And it does seem that Jack is a bit of a piece of shit, but I like that all the media outlets really respected her pronouns. I thought that was lovely. But in all seriousness, no one seems to have an answer as to why these radical people seem to be together committing alleged heinous crimes. No one but me. I have the answer. It's veganism. And you know what veganism does to people? It makes them fucking stupid. What do I mean by that? Well, it's backed up by science. One of the things that is really lacking in a vegan diet is cholesterol. And you may be thinking, oh, cholesterol's so evil. No. In fact, it's extremely important for your brain. And people with low cholesterol, particularly as they age, they seem to have a higher likelihood of having things like dementia. This is from a peer-reviewed study. And if the brain is too low in cholesterol, its membranes, synapses, myelin, and lipid rafts can't form or function properly. Being low in cholesterol is often linked to dementia. So being on a vegan diet will lead you to dysfunction of the brain. And by my esteemed doctor-like calculations, we can determine that these people are only evil, are only alleged murderers, are only bad people, are only radical because they choose not to eat meat. That is the cause of their radicalization. The Zizians themselves aren't to blame, but the cult of veganism is. And ladies and gentlemen, I think we should all be very, very fearful of those who refuse to eat animals. Ladies and gentlemen, I rest my case. What a weird fucking story, but I really, really enjoy seeing vegans' names being dragged through the mud. Until next time, be a good motherfucker. Peace in the Middle East. Meet extinct. Toodaloo au revoir. Bye-bye.